ladies.
Hello, my friends.
Hello, Theo. How are you today?
I am doing well. How about yourself, guys?
Doing well. So excited to be here for Dominion 4. My name is Phil Stamper.
I'm Jason Heat.
Good to see you guys again, the dynamic duo.
And our executive commissioner,
Thank you for getting my title right.
Theo Ivory, joining us as we get ready for action with this first contest.
Introducing first, currently making his way into the ring, fighting out of New York City, this is Young Glory, the mythical fighter, Brando Lee!
Great response for Brando Lee making his return to the State Theater here at Havre de Grace, Maryland for Dominion 4. It's been quite a while since we've seen Brando Lee in these hallowed halls.
I was going to say, what an entrance.
And
Brando
his
Lee's filling the
opponent.
crowd.
These two men are no strangers to each other. A long rivalry reaching its next chapter here at Dominion 4.
Hey, guys, you know what time it is?
And what time would that be, Theo?
Top Guy time.
So he says.
Well, the proof is in the pudding. Here is Griffin McCoy, yet again joining us at FWA.
It's 2025. Who's still eating pudding?
Currently making his way to the ringside area, fighting out of San Francisco, California, weighing in at 229 pounds. This is the top guy, Griffin McCoy!
I still say you want to be top guy, you got to earn being the top guy. Griffin McCoy defeats Brando Lee. He ends up the leader of this long rivalry. Then maybe it is officially top guy time for Griffin McCoy.
But hold on. What if Brando Lee beats Griffin McCoy?
Maybe it's top time for Brando Lee.
That's what I'm saying. So if Brando Lee walks out with the win, what does that mean for Griffin McCoy? What does that mean for Brando Lee?
I think it means that Griffin McCoy has to accept that he's a lot of talk, and we're going to see if he's as much bite as he is bark.
Ooh, that was a little shady.
I mean, there's such a tremendous field of competitors here at FWA. Everyone's vying for an opportunity.
Make no mistake, Griffin McCoy has definitely been at the top of the charts here in FWA, but this is next level competition for Griffin McCoy going up against Young Glory Brando Lee.
Extending his hand is Griffin McCoy.
And I'm gonna be honest, guys.
Okay.
What's that phrase they say? Turnabout is fair play.
I think it's respect is earned, not given. Beat me, I'll shake your hand then.
I just think it's a night of shade. Big lockup, middle of the ring. Go behind is Griffin. Now caught in that arm wringer by Lee.
There may be a bit of resentment also on display by Brando Lee. Griffin McCoy does have a higher profile currently right now in the world of pro wrestling. I think that's undeniable, and that's got to sit poorly with someone like Brando Lee, who considers himself very accurately an equal to Griffin McCoy in terms of where they came up from.
Yeah, no. You see, I've got a lot of respect for these guys, but I've known Griffin McCoy, I want to say almost 6 years now, all the way back to the Young, Dumb, and Broke days. So if you guys know your history, you know what Griffin McCoy has done up and down this country, even done a few tours in Europe. Brando Lee, yeah, he's been exciting in the last year or so, but I don't think he can say he's had the same grind that Griffin McCoy has had.
And now being grinded to the mat by Griffin McCoy.
Yeah, beautiful takedown. And I want to talk about a little bit of humility. I don't know if you want to say humility or is it respect. Griffin McCoy normally doesn't go for a handshake at the beginning of his matches.
I mean, he is a consummate sportsman, you know, trying to set an even playing field, trying to say, hey, let's have a good athletic contest.
Cannot take away the athleticism of either of these men as we see beautiful headlock takeover by Griffin McCoy. Also can't deny the bravery of Griffin McCoy, maybe the bravest man in pro wrestling. 2025, wearing that mustache, my God. Covered there by Griffin McCoy.
Covered by Lee. Kick out.
Oh,
wait a minute. Lee missing those strikes over and over. McCoy pushes him through. In comes Griffin.
Brando Lee may be a great pro wrestler, but not a champion at whack-a-mole, very clearly.
I think he was trying to kick that mustache off.
Swift kick across the chest. Cover from McCoy. 1.
Great press across the shoulders. This has been largely an exchange of strikes and holds. Who do you give the advantage to when it comes to strikes, Phil?
That's a tough one between these two. I mean, but right now it's McCoy who's on top. So you have to give it up for McCoy right now. Snap suplex. Goes for that cover again. 1, 2. Only gets a 2 count.
Starting to see the welts form on the back of Griffin McCoy, given the tough kicks by Brando Lee.
See, guys, I've actually been kicked by Griffin McCoy. It hurts like hell. Like, I can't even describe it. It's like he puts everything behind those kicks. It's almost like he hates you.
Well, he might hate you.
I wouldn't disagree.
Well, now,
We've moved on to chops.
leveling Lee. Oh, but Lee's coming back.
Lee really channeling the spirit of Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, very inspired by those games to become a real-life video game character. And now he's looking to see if he has the Konami code needed to put away the top guy, self-proclaimed Griffin McCoy.
Lee trying to get out of the grasp of Griffin McCoy. His back elbows to the face. McCoy holds on. Flips Lee behind him. Lee goes for a waistlock. Oh, but reversal from Griffin.
Beautiful balance by Brando Lee, but Griffin McCoy has maintained control until that moment. Cat-like reflexes by Brando Lee.
Cover. 1, 2.
But, guys, we've got to talk about the wasted time. That could have been a 3 count, but Brando took a little too much time pandering to the crowd when he should have been focusing on getting the pin on Griffin McCoy.
There's respect between these two, but there is beef, as they have said. There is a lot of unresolved hostility between Brando and Griffin, and it feels like it's far more one-directional, that Brando has a bigger problem with Griffin than Griffin with Lee, and that seems to be fueling Brando Lee.
Do you think it has to do with confidence?
Potentially, I think it has a lot to do with resentment. I think it has to do with exactly what you said. I said that these two men could be considered equals, and you immediately listed Griffin McCoy's resume. I think that is not something Brando Lee is unaware of. I think he knows that people think that,
Cover. 1, 2.
that generally there's a feeling that Griffin McCoy has passed Brando Lee by, and Brando is looking to make sure that that is not the narrative after this match.
That's why I asked you. You think it's a thing of confidence that Griffin McCoy, he calls himself the top guy, acts like a top guy, walks like a top guy, wrestles like a top guy. Brando Lee, on the other hand, he prefers to just let his work in the ring do the talking. So when you get these two in the ring, loud, brash, overconfident Griffin McCoy versus a humble, more hard-working Brando Lee, do you think it's kind of like a disrespect? Sorry.
Cover there.
Again from Brando. Cover. 1, 2. But again, it's about outcome at the end of the day. You can strive to be the best, but you have to show that you're the best.
So then what's the issue with Brando Lee? I mean, you guys have seen what he's done over the last few months. He's knocked people out in the ring. Like, the referee has called for the bell after he hits that rolling kick. So what's his issue?
Well, he's literally splitting the wig of Griffin McCoy right there. There might be no issue. It might be just a case of not having received the same opportunities. And if Brando Lee is able to put Griffin McCoy away tonight, that may open the door to a lot of opportunities.
Or if he can beat the guy who calls himself top guy, imagine where that puts you, even in your own head.
Go ahead, clock it.
Brando
I
Lee's
think you
been-
said it the best where Brando Lee, all these knockouts he's gotten, he has not gotten the same spotlight, the same opportunities as one Griffin McCoy. So I definitely think there's a little bit of resentment there.
Heart-stopping strikes by Brando Lee to Griffin McCoy. This feels like more than a little bit of beef. This feels like a side of beef.
Yeah, look at Brando's face. That is disdain.
But Griffin McCoy keeps coming back. Helped to his feet by Brando Lee.
Ow.
Oh, but fires back. Ducks that chop attempt from Lee. Delivers more of his own.
What an incredible first match here for Dominion, for just setting the tone for the action you can expect here at Havre de Grace at the State Theater.
Oh! Ow!
That kick connects, bringing Brando down.
Precision accuracy right to the jaw of Brando Lee.
Look at the chest of these two guys. My goodness.
Griffin holding onto the ropes. Here comes Brando. Oh, suckered him in.
Able to thwart the momentum of Brando Lee, and this is the first time we've seen either man outside. Sweeps the leg. Shades of the Cobra Kai dojo.
Swift kick to the back.
Brando Lee
Oh,
on the receiving end of a crash course.
Nice tope. Oh, was that a plancha? Help me out here, guys. Which one of you nerds is the historian? That's
Pretty
a
sure
plancha,
that is a
right?
plancha.
yeah.
All right, there we go. Thank you. I know a little something. Do I get a gold star?
Maybe silver.
Ugh.
The night's young. Keep on your best behavior.
That's
Uh-oh.
our executive commissioner, sir. Now, Brando in a bad way with Griffin McCoy. McCoy, wait a minute.
Very dangerous territory. Brando Lee knows it.
And he's holding onto that bottom rope to stop the leverage from McCoy. McCoy now being kicked in the face by Brando. Brando has Griffin up.
This is very dangerous, guys. They are on the hardest part of the ring, that apron.
You can't win on the outside, but you could certainly lose. And that was a crash and a burn. Devastating impact, and while Griffin McCoy took the worst of it, Brando Lee definitely is paying the price as well.
Both men down on the floor.
You know, we've seen double countouts here in FWA before, most notably between KO Von Du and Ryo. It is very possible that can happen again, except only one man's on his feet, and it is young glory Brando Lee.
And guys, this is the first match. My God.
Is this the night, Phil, that Brando Lee changes the narrative and becomes the top guy of FWA?
I mean, very, very possible. Great showing thus far. And totally
I want to know if
in control in
Griffin
this
McCoy
moment.
can even walk. That back was square flat on the apron. Once again, the hardest part of the ring. Griffin McCoy is hurt, man.
Brando Lee may be going for fatality at the dojo, but no, instead.
Stop by McCoy. Backslide.
Oh, wow.
Blocks that shot. Ducks another. Delivers one of his own. McCoy on a roll.
This is that confidence.
Oh, got him.
And Brando Lee has had an answer for everything so far. Moonsault press.
Beautiful moonsault. Oh.
And you noticed that Brando Lee was trying to hook McCoy's leg with his own and was unable to do so. That could have been the difference between a 2 count or a 3 count.
Very good observation. That was a picture-perfect moonsault. What a match from these two.
And the crowd chanting, "This is wrestling." This is the definition of the sport that we all love so much.
But though McCoy kicked out, not up on his feet yet, using the turnbuckles just to get to one knee right now. In comes Brando. And again, open McCoy.
Brando Lee keeps announcing his entrance,
Ow.
and that's giving McCoy an opportunity.
And we know what comes next.
I mean, you give McCoy an inch, he'll take a mile very clearly.
McCoy coming off that second. Oh!
Oh, my God.
Kick connects. In comes Lee.
Point.
Fatality at the dojo.
Oh, did he roll out? Oh, wow.
And it is pure luck that Griffin McCoy got knocked outside. Usually you wouldn't say it's lucky to be knocked nearly unconscious, but being on the outside, Brando Lee couldn't go for the cover and I think get the pinfall after 2 straight fatalities.
Can we attribute that to the ring awareness of Griffin McCoy, or are we going to say, like you did, a little shady, was that just luck?
Depends on if you want to be generous.
I don't do generosity.
Then it was luck.
Now, Brando firing up, climbing up to that top turnbuckle.
Griffin may have only delayed the inevitable at this point. Holy Lord!
Kick connects, mid-moonsault, oh, dumping him right on his head. McCoy on fire, now charging off the ropes. Springboard.
Oh, man. Disaster kick. 1, 2, and 3. That's it.
Total disaster.